Now, how is this for a computer desk? Now let's get on to building this desk, and then we'll get on to how the remote control works and what this RGB lighting really can do. Now let's get started. Now, before I get too carried away, the size of the desk is 26 inches deep or 66 centimeters. Now, the width of the desk is 47 inches, 47.25 inches, and that happens to be about 120 centimeters. And the height, I believe, is 30 inches. It's 29.25 inches, which is 74 centimeters. So the assembly process of this desk looks very simple. We have, say, 4 screws here, 4 screws here as you see, 2 by themselves, and we have these pile screws. Now the one thing to look for is how many holes. So if we look holes right here and here, this looks like they're smaller size, and it looks like I'll be using these for the 4 different holes for both separate legs. And for the holes connecting the arm up here, this will be the black arm, as we see right here. Well, foot anyways. It looks like we'll be using the bigger, larger screws because the holes are bigger. Now for the other screws, it looks like I'll be playing with the braces. Mind you, I've not read the instructions yet or anything else, but this is a part of the braces that will have to be assembled. Oh, and on the brace themselves, we also have the strips with the USB connections, and we also have another bracket right here. So I believe those are going to be for the bulk screws. And we also have a cup holder and a headphone holder. So we're going to have to fit those two after. And we also have feet for the bottom. And the feet, by the way. But that's going to be the last thing I'm going to do. And our cup holder with our headphone holder is all inside this plastic. Comes with the remote control for the RGB lighting on the sides. And here's our little holder, which I haven't figured out a use for, but if I had CDs or something, or games or whatever, I'll want to open this first here. And that's probably going to be the biggest challenge just to get things started. When assembling, make sure the black feet, which you see right here, are lined up with the little holes right here. And part of this assembly process, I'm going to have it the wrong way around. So if you have the pucks facing towards you while assembling the black feet towards you, then you're assembling the easiest way rather than trying to reach across the other side to put the feet on. It's easier to put these screws in last to bond it to the desk because this arm is very tight and they're very tight tolerances. So looking where the tape is on the desk, I can see it has the matching ports right here to our little connections. Okay, to start, I'll probably want to put the leg first, then I'll put this piece after the USB. As for the Allen wrench, it's included in the packaging. So here we go. Letter I screw is the one that connects your desk bottom to the bars. And of course, for the screw sizes and instructions, should you not have it, here's your little guide. So the screws to actually connect this to here is known as J size. The M8s by 20, this is L screws that I'm using for this part. So when starting your screws, I recommend doing it by hand to start. And some screws are easier to place than others, such as right here, where I can just crank with the Allen key. The bottom one is a little bit more of a challenge, where I take the Allen key off and replace it. Now it is time for our crossbar. And now I can place it and then start tying it on. So like the instruction shows, it is actually far easier to not have bolted to the desktop and actually get it assembled, this railing system first. And this way you can actually see if you're doing it backwards. So there's little pucks on the desk here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not on the camera. These little puck holes should be lined up with the black feet. So what I recommend when assembling this is have those puck holes facing towards you so you can assemble this part of the desk, and it'll make assembly, the process, a lot easier. So if we keep this little part loose here, and as long as the wood has a little gap, it shouldn't pinch the wire, keep it flat, and then tighten this. And of course make sure your other side is good too, that it won't cut the wire. When tightening your screws to your wooden desk, make sure they're snug, but don't ream on them. That way you can avoid damage to your desk. So when tightening, use the top of the head rather than reaming this way to get your full tightness. And now this desk is basically assembled. I just need to add the feet, and then I can add the cup holder and the headphone holder. So I just simply turn it on, and if it's not level, I can spin it off or tighten up until it is level. Now the two screws we're left with is K, which will be the two screws for mounting these. And it's going to be the opposite side of the pucks, and there's two screw holes left. We can see one right there. Oh, and right there on the camera at least. Okay, now my desk is all set up with the computer on the desk. You can see there's nice reflection from the computer monitor on the desk, gives a nice classy look. Now what happens if I enable my light bars at the back of my computer screen? Check this out, the reflection. I'm going to turn this on, buttons behind my desk. Internet is out right now, so I can't just use my phone and turn it on. You can see that nice green at the back of the desk. So this nice carbon fiber look is very reflective. Of course, it does show quite a bit of dust. Just keep that in mind because it is a dark color and a lot of dust is white in tone. Now, one thing that's also cool is if you want to add more to your scene around your desk. So you might have noticed that I hadn't posted a video in a while, because I've been working on a lot of lighting, and there's another one here too. I have not even turned it on yet. I have more installing to do, so things are going to really change here, but let's check out this desk now. Okay, so right now the desk itself I believe is not auto. I can change the button here. I just press the auto button on the remote control. Looks really cool actually. It's like rainbow lights. Funky. Now we can also change the brightness. I'm not sure if it go any brighter, but it definitely go dimmer. Let's see if I can turn it off facing this direction. Up, down, all around. Okay, no, line of sight is not important, so that's good to know here. And we can change it to red, green, blue, yellow, and cyan, I guess this is the bluish color. And purple, I guess? Looks more like a violet to me though than purple per se. You can also change the speed and mode. I don't know what this means, but let's see. I'm going to go to mode plus. And press it again. Now I'll go to mode minus. And minus again. Let's press minus again. Oh, this like basically cycling through everything. Okay. Now what else is interesting? Okay, we've got white. Looks a little slightly blue, just so you know. And we got setup, or whatever this is. I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to bother with that. And there's a lock as well. And one thing I did with all my wiring, because my computer tower, I'm not sure if we can see it. Oh, we can't really see it on the side here. We can see my headphones. All the wires are wrapped at the bar at the back of the computer desk here, so that cleans up a lot of clutter. Might not be the way you want to do it, but hey, it works and it cleans up the mess. What you're seeing right now is streamed from my Sony ZV-1 to my PC, and the microphone is directly connected USB to the PC. So you could actually do an affordable setup. It doesn't have to be a Sony ZV-1. You could even have, like, say, a webcam. Use OBS for your recording software. Use this microphone that's like $50 US or a little bit less, and have yourself a YouTube setup. The RGB lighting behind me on the wall here, those shelves, that's only about $30 US. Links in the description below for anything you see in this video here, that way. The desk itself, less than 300 USD. That's a pretty darn steal of a deal. One thing I did notice is the clips that hold your headphones and everything here and your cup holder are a bit loose, that they can move around. I don't like that. I got a washer, I believe a 5/16 washer, that fits just beyond the threads where it actually goes out a little further, the screw itself. And I put that there, and well, it makes it a lot stiffer so it's not wobbling around. So there's that. And the desk, really nice, reflects, looks great for a gaming setup. So if you want to have an affordable gaming setup, this desk could be a great part of that gaming setup. So yeah, thanks for watching and have yourselves a most wonderful day.